guys, and welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd bring y'all along today as we organize my pantry and do some cleaning today. So the main thing today, we've been in this house for 8 months, and I've been saying ever since we moved in, I'm gonna organize my pantry one of these days, and I'm finally doing it. I'm really excited. I want to thank Cricut for sponsoring today's video. I'm really excited to show y'all how I'm going to be like organizing. I've got some really budget friendly organizing things, and then I'm also going to be labeling things in my pantry. Maybe not labeling everything, but I am going to be labeling some things. And there's also a couple things around my kitchen I want to go ahead and label that I've been wanting to do for a while as well. So I actually went to Marshall's yesterday. First of all, I went to the Dollar Tree and they just didn't have anything. At least my Dollar Tree didn't. Anything that I was looking for, at least. So I was like, let me run in Marshall's because it was right there. And I found some really good things for good prices, because organizing bins and things can get expensive. Marshall's had some really good things for good prices, so I was able to find some things. It may not look the most Pinterest worthy, but it's going to be functional for my family, functional for a small pantry. We have a pretty small pantry because our pantry is just so unorganized right now. So I mainly just wanted some bins and things to organize, so that way I don't have a bunch of boxes in my pantry. I like to take our snacks out of boxes and put them in bins. That's what I had at our old house, and so that's what I am going to be working on today, and doing some other things around the house and around the kitchen. So let me show y'all the pantry and what we're working with. All right, so we have a pretty small pantry. I haven't touched it. It's just very unorganized, and so got a bunch of boxes and honestly things that the kids have taken off the shelf and just stuck them in the floor. But this is what we are working with today. We have a step stool here. I also keep some snacks and like extra coffee in here. So this is what we're working with, and my goal today is to get it more organized and at least functional for our family. Okay, so I went ahead and set up my Cricut Joy, and we're gonna get started on this in just a little bit. I'm gonna clean out the pantry first, and then once I figure out what bins are for what and what I actually want to label, I'll go ahead and get started. But this is the Cricut Joy. As you can see, my hand size, it is small, it's compact, you can bring it anywhere. It is very user friendly. I love it because you can do so much on this thing. You can do vinyl and iron on things, like if you want to make a t-shirt, like I plan on making my kids some t-shirts, or maybe ironing on something on a little bag for them or something. But you can also use this for things around the house like cardstock, different things. These are the smart labels. What I really like about these smart labels is you don't need a mat to put in here. You can literally just take this vinyl and it'll go in there, and you don't need a mat for it. So we're gonna be working with this one today. As you can see, it's got some labels, and this thing actually has a pen. There's a pen you can get with them, and it writes on them really neatly. You can pick different fonts. So we're gonna be working with that one. We're also gonna be working probably with this one as well, just a regular smart permanent vinyl. So we're gonna get started with that. Let me show y'all the bins that I've got, and then we'll get started on cleaning that pantry out. So we're not gonna be organizing my whole kitchen today because one thing at a time, but I did get something to go like under the sink and different things. So we're gonna kind of like start slowly, and maybe soon I can also do the refrigerator. So Marshall's had this, like, price-wise $7.99, and some of these get really expensive depending on where you go. I got 3 of these this size. I'm not exactly sure what size is going for what. We got some for snacks, some for breakfast things, to be able to, like, cereal bars, Pop-Tarts, take out of the boxes and stick in there neatly. So I got 3 of that size. I got 2 of these. Now these are technically refrigerator, freezer, but it doesn't have to be for that. They're just clear bins. So I got 2 of that size, and these were $6.99, I believe. $4.99. These were $4.99. And then I got 2 of these turntables. So I'm gonna put some things in here as well. Not exactly sure exactly what I'm putting in there. So I've got that. And then I've got 3 of these for snacks. These were $6.99. I got 2 of, these are a little bit smaller. So I got 2 of those, and then they had one that was a little bit bigger. So I just grabbed what they had. But I really like these because you literally just pop it and everything's gonna stay fresh. I also have 2 Lazy Susans that I also keep some things in that won't fit in the pantry, or we may not use as much, that I keep in the Lazy Susans. Some of our snack things I'll stick in there, like extra bag of chips, extra goldfish and things like that. I didn't get anything to organize that, like I said, like one project at a time, but they did have some really neat Lazy Susan organizers, but they only had one, so I didn't try to get them. But this is what I'm working with, so I'm gonna get started. I'm actually gonna go ahead and kind of clean up the kitchen first, and then once I'm done with that, I'm gonna lay everything out from my pantry, get rid of what is not good anymore, maybe things have expired, and go ahead and get that laid out, and then I'm gonna figure out what bins are going where.
Wide awake is the way that you left me, side by side in your car in the backseat. Wide awake is the way that you left me, oh. Now it's clear we are here back at your house, and I keep fading into the background. I'm wide awake, now you keep missing out for sure. Take down your walls and let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me, ooh, ooh, ooh.
It's amazing how many things you can have in such a small pantry. I say we have a small pantry, which we do, but I feel like we have plenty enough storage for our family, because not only do we have that, but we have a couple Lazy Susans. I think we have plenty of cabinet space. We don't even fill up all of our cabinet space. So although we do have a smaller pantry, it's really actually plenty enough for us. But we had so many things in there, like it feels like we didn't have that many things because the pantry is pretty small. But I want to take everything out and go through everything. Anything that was out of date, I wanted to start with that first. Anything that I knew we wouldn't use, go ahead and get rid of that. Then I took my bins and put them in the pantry and kind of figured out exactly how I wanted them before I filled them up, because I knew I wanted the bottom shelf to be the snack shelf so the kids could easily access that. My kids go through so many snacks, especially during the summertime. So I figured out where I wanted the bins, and then I'm going through and washing them and getting them filled up.
I'm out of reasons, I'm out of rhyme, but I'll only tell you that I'm out of time. I'm sick of love songs, I'm tired of this.
I am loving these bins that I've got the pretzels and crackers in. I think they're such good quality. So if you guys see those, definitely pick some up because they're really functional and really good quality. But I definitely wanted things in there that they eat the most often, and things that I could grab and put like some crackers to go with their lunch or something. But I really, really like those bins. And then in the other ones, I'm filling up the rest of our snacks.
Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless. I'm out of feels, but I guess I'm waiting around for something real. want you to show me what you feel. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get, you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless. Show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold.
I've got everything full and ready to go in the pantry. It is so satisfying doing this, but by this time next week or by early next week, I will probably have to refill everything. Summertime and kids, man, we go through snacks like crazy, but my girls came home today. They were gone for just a little bit while I got some work done. They were like, oh my goodness, they loved everything in the pantry and how easy it was to grab a snack and grab what they needed. So I had gotten these cereal bins off of Amazon several months ago. It's been a while, and I've honestly not used them a lot. I still keep my cereal in the boxes just because I just grab the cereal and just throw it back up there, but I'm making it a point to make sure that I do it the right way and go ahead and refill them once we get new cereal, which we don't have much cereal right now, so that will be on my next grocery order to try to refill some of those other cereal bins or maybe even use those for something else. These were all of the boxes that were in my pantry that I was able to take out, and we have so much more space now. And look at that, how much neater it looks. Okay, so now that the hard part is done, we're gonna go ahead and make the labels that I'm gonna label for this, and then I'm gonna go ahead after that and make my other, I think 2 projects that I'm gonna do, small projects for the kitchen. But this is the Cricut design space. This is where you're gonna design what you're making, whether it be vinyl for a t-shirt, whether you're making a card, whatever you're making. There's so much you can do with the Cricut Joy. So I'm not exactly sure what I want to do yet, but I do know that I think I'm going to do these where I can write on them. I can write snacks, breakfast, things like that. So I am going to go to projects, and well, it'll go, there we go, projects. I'm going to go down to vinyl because I'm going to be using vinyl for this project. There are so many things that you can do with this thing. Look at the cute mugs. I'm going to be working on some of my cups, coffee cups soon. Okay, so I'm going to type in label, and we're going to see what kind of labels we're going to make. So they have these pantry labels, they have these jar labels, just different things. Spice jar labels, that's something else I'd like to do eventually. But I believe we're going to do these jar labels, and I'm going to customize them exactly how I need it and what I need it to say. So I'm going to go measure and see how big I need mine. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 by 3 labels. I went in and changed it, and I'm going to do that for all of these. So I'm just going to go in and duplicate them and do just however many I need. All right, so I've actually got everything on here. I think I've got all my labels. I'm doing super simple labels. I'm not going into detail because things are going to change out each week, honestly. So I've got some snack labels. I've got breakfast labels, baking oils for my little turntable things. So to do this, whenever I'm doing the wanting to write with the Smart Label writable vinyl, I always make sure that I change the style to writing to make sure that it's a good font and it's change to the writing font where it'll write well. Up here, I hit make it. It came to this screen. It has all of my labels ready to go. I'm gonna hit continue. And it's connecting. And then we're doing the Smart Label Writable Vinyl. And then it tells you what to do. You're gonna load your pen. So you're basically gonna load that pen in there. And then I'm gonna load my paper, my vinyl into here. I really like the Cricut Joy because everything, you can really do most projects in like 15 minutes or less. But not only that, is you can do it on your phone as well. You can download the app and actually make things from your phone. I do it a lot of times from my computer, but I also have the app on my phone where I can go into Design Space and also create things on my phone, which will send it to the Cricut Joy to go ahead and make. I am really excited to get a lot of use out of this. Delaney's already asked me if I can make her some things. She said, can you make a sign for my room or a t-shirt? She's already thought of a couple of different things she would like me to make her. But I am sticking these labels onto my bins, which was really easy to do, and getting those on there so we can get it finished up. Labels are done. The pantry looks really good. It just looks even neater just labeling things. I think they turned out really great. I think the pantry looks so much neater without a bunch of boxes and just things that I couldn't even find because it was so cluttered. It just looks really neat in here. So I'm gonna turn around and show y'all how everything turned out. All right, so down here, I just put a few like little miscellaneous things. I do need a vacuum in here. I actually meant to do that before I put everything back in there. I would like to get some baskets because I normally keep like a bag of potatoes and things, but I just put them down there, just everything just like that for now. But this is how the labels turned out. They turned out so good. I just wanted to do simple labels, like I said, just because I just change things out all the time. And so just like doing like breakfast, because all that's breakfast, we just have so many breakfast things and just a bunch of snack things. Just kind of kept it very simple, but the labels turned out really cute. The Cricut was just so easy to use with it and did exactly what I needed it to do. So if y'all are interested in here, we've got some applesauce, some popcorn, some graham crackers, some granola bars. In here we've got fruit snacks, some more crackers. My girls love these Oreo things. Rice Krispie treats, goldfish, Cheez-Its, and some pretzels back there. And then the breakfast, I put our syrups right there just because we just need easy access to syrups because we use it a lot. Pop-Tarts, cereal bars. And here we've got grits, and here we've got some oatmeal and our pancake mixes. I did put some of like the extra oatmeal back there. And then over here we've got just a bunch of baking things. Also in the back I've got some like pasta just back there. Some oils, peanut butter. I do have a few other like little box things in here just because I had the space for it. We do have our cereal. I did not label our cereals. These are actually from Amazon. I actually ordered these like months ago. Cereals and breads up there. I've got extra cereal bins actually. But yeah, that is how it turned out. It is just so much better. I had a couple of more projects to make, and so I sat down. I had just got time to eat lunch, which was about 2:30. So I sat down, ate my lunch that I had prepped earlier in the week, and went ahead and figured out exactly the font and everything I wanted for my little coffee jar and for my little menu sign as well. projects turn out so cute. If you guys are interested in the Cricut Joy, I'll have the link below that will have a link to take you to it and some of the materials that I used as well. But the next thing I'm doing is just finishing up cleaning my kitchen up, which is the rest of what I got to today. That's the only other thing, is I basically just done everything in the kitchen today. It took a while to organize all of that. That was pretty time consuming. Anyway, so I'm finishing cleaning, and I also needed a afternoon pick-me-up. So normally in the afternoons, if I want a little bit more coffee, I'll do like a single shot of espresso, excuse me. And so that's what I did. I had been working so hard today, so I felt like I just deserved that. So I was making a small cup of coffee and finishing up cleaning. Going to end this video. I am so glad I got to this today. It is something that has needed to be done over the past 8 months since we've moved, and I've been saying for months that I was going to get to my pantry and I was going to film it at the same time. But I felt like this was pretty budget friendly. Definitely check out the Dollar Tree though. So I'm sure other Dollar Trees may have more than mine did. I believe you can also order stuff online, and that would definitely be a lot more budget friendly. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon for another video. Bye.